Alright folks, what is up? This is One Big Bug and I am coming at you with Euro Truck Simulator 2. And in this one we are continuing our run of our Caterpillar D5 bulldozers. Quite a long distance, and we a little close on our rest stop last time. And well, hopefully we won't do that again. You know, we're trying to get out of adversity right now. You know, that's really what we're looking to do. And wow, I don't have to fix the frame rate on this one. I'm amazed. Alright. Oh, my lights are on. Okay. Meltdown time. What do you expect? It happens. Oops. And I will be moving out, thank you. So, I've been following this EVE Online a little bit, reading about it roughly, keeping track, and still going. It's posted all over the Reddit, R Gaming. It's posted all over that quite a bit, to be honest. How much money it's actually costing in terms of game currency, what that game currency translates to as real currency, and I find it interesting what this battle has actually started over. I actually read the article on it, and I found it a little strange and amusing, if I'm to be honest with you. So what this all started over is a guy that runs one of the coalitions in the game had set up an auto payment for defense of a certain system. You know, it was kind of like a protection payment. And that payment, for whatever reason, didn't go through. And things just sort of spiraled out of control at that point and erupted into this huge, massive war. And the reason I find this interesting is because it's just like how dedicated people are to this game. You know, you can talk about fan base and following, you can talk about Battlefield lovers, you can talk about COD fanboys and all that, but I don't think they hold a candle to the fanatical love, yeah, just double checking, that people have for EVE Online, the people who actually play the game. When people found out what was going on, the people that play the game, they're involved in these coalitions. When people found out, they actually took days off work. They actually took time off work. They left work early. They got out of work early to come back home and help fight for their system and to keep the system hopefully under the control of the people that had control of it to begin with. Now, I'm sorry, that's fanatical dedication right there. I don't know if we're going too fast. We shouldn't be. We're just a couple over 90, and I slowed down thanks to the hill. But alright, anyways, we're good. But that's fanatical dedication right there. No matter which way you flip it. You know, no matter which way you flip it. You know, when you leave work early, when you tell your boss, for, you know, whatever reason you tell them, so that you can go home, log in, and help fight a digital war, to help keep a, for all sakes and purposes, pretend area in control of your digital coalition, that's dedication. And I both find it, I'd be lying if I didn't say mildly amusing, but also I find it, I'm trying to think of the right word to use. I find it very, okay. Well, be honest, noble. Noble's the word I'm looking for, I think. Maybe a little bit too strong, but then again, I kind of think, no, actually that sums it up quite well. I find it very noble that these people, you know, are that dedicated to their coalition, to their friends, and to, you know, that world. A lot of people talk about, you know, people who don't understand talk about gaming and gamers and, oh, well, it's not real and you just spent money on stuff that's not real. Well, you're right. It's not real. But let's look at the reality. If you go and buy a knick-knack or, you know, some sort of like decoration piece, a painting, a poster, anything, what does it do? It just sits on your wall. Yeah, it's real. Yeah, other people can look at it, but other people in-game can look at the thing I have. Maybe I can't touch it, maybe I can't physically hold it, but it's there and it's mine. And the reality is, well, if the game ever shuts down, or when the game shuts down, yeah, no, I lose it. But is that really any different than, say, if, you know, the thing that you have on your wall falls and breaks or gets torn apart or anything like that? You probably can't rescue it. And the reality is that when your time comes and you die, you can't take it with you anyways. So I really don't see it as that different. The only real difference is you can't physically hold it. You can't physically... the traffic really worries me in this game sometimes. You can't physically touch it, but that doesn't make it any less important to the person who has it. Wrong button. Get out of my lane, damn you. Well, it doesn't matter, there's now... But, yeah, I don't know. I just don't see that much of a difference, really. Other than, like I said, the physical possession. So I don't know why people talk smack about that. I think it's, though, becoming a little bit more widely accepted, I think it's becoming a lot more widely accepted right now that, digital things and digital items do have importance to people. I mean, there are plenty of people out there willing to pay for it, and there are many more things I'd actually be willing to pay for if I could afford it. Being on a hyperly limited budget and having, bills that need to be paid every month, I can't. And that's just, how things are. Kind of looks like I'm going straight into the... really? Well. But, no, I don't know. It's just the whole EVE Online thing, because, like, part of me still wants to play EVE Online. And I tried it out a little bit. I went through the tutorial, and I really just... Oh, man. It's, like, so close to what I want, but not. And the learning curve on EVE Online is insane. It really is. People talk about different learning curves, and they talk about, gentle learning curves, difficult learning curves, and steep learning curves. Well, EVE Online learning curve is a cliff that goes and turns your ass upside down before you can make it over the top. I really sometimes think only the most dedicated get to play the game, and considering what I just talked about, that's that's even more likely. I think what drives the game more than anything else, and this is just me kind of like snowballing about a game I don't know a lot about, only know a little bit, but I think what drives EVE so much isn't so much just the ships and whatnot. It's the fact that it is pretty open world, but it's like a whole living community, yeah? It's a whole living community outside of the one that you're actually in. And the fact that it has political intrigue and espionage and I mean, it's as close as you have in anything right now to an actual space simulator and, you know, kind of like real world here. I honestly think I'm supposed to go there. Even if I'm not, I'm going to. I don't mean to sniff in the camera as much as I am. So, I forgot my orbitals again. I know my usual premise about stopping at the, when I get to the ferry, but that's just not going to happen here. That ferry was way too close, so we're going to go to my next rest stop. I don't think even the... I was supposed to go there. Well, that's alright. Looks like I can just turn right out of here, follow this road, and then hook. So it actually looks like I might have even saved myself a little bit of distance. So I'm fine with that. Right now it's remapped, and actually I've saved myself even more distance because instead of having to do this and here and then going this way, and it probably had me connecting here, it looks like I can just like make my own route along here, which actually even looks like it saves me some time. So sometimes it's really not best to always follow the GPS as far as I'm concerned. Well, I could be wrong. The rain is so slow, I don't need my wipers. There are elements of EVE Online that really, really attract me. And it's not out of the question that I try again. You know, it's really not. You know, it's very possible I'll try again. Yeah, I know I screwed that corner up pretty bad. But it's alright. We made it around okay. And that's what counts. I should be third, honestly. I hate in-town driving sometimes. Well, seriously, the lights, the traffic. It's ultimately annoying, man, I tell you. At least I'm not going to have to follow him any further. Ah, stop that directional. Should be able to make this light. You know, the only fault I find behind the rain, even with mods, is that how much that hits your windshield doesn't change as you accelerate and you move faster. You know, you get as much rain on your windshield sitting still if you would if you're going 100 kilometers per hour. And that's really not how it works. I think that's about the only thing that bothers me about it. My most hated bus at this point, most hated vehicle in traffic, is that bus. So yeah, it looked like he was turning, so I didn't want to be there. Just in case. Down to shift for the hill. Yeah, looks like we're going for a nighttime run on this part. I don't know if I prefer nighttime or daytime runs. I mean, video-wise, I look back at the videos, the daytime runs look really, really like... Well, not really, really, but they look pretty good versus nighttime runs, which tend to look a little grainy. But I don't know, just something about it all seems... I don't know, I'm attracted to nighttime runs. I don't know how to explain it. I guess it's because I've been most of my life a night owl, you know. I stay up late at night. You know, even after getting my sleeping schedule back to something of normal for a little while. You know, normal for me is I like to go to bed around 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. Get up around 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock in the morning. Well, for a while I was going to bed at 4, 5, and 6 in the morning. And I was getting up at 1, 2 in the afternoon. Now, I went back to my normal schedule, but these past few days I've been back to going to bed at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning. Oh man, I gotta sneeze. I'm trying to fight it off. And getting up at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I really don't like doing that. Sorry, I'm trying not to sniff in the camera. Well, sorry, I had to turn off my microphone so I could clear my nose, and I ended up doing it the wrong time. It's tough because it's my allergies that are acting up. Despite all of the rain and wetness that's been going on lately, my allergies have really kicked up a notch or two this past week, and it's been really annoying and aggravating to say the least. I still want to see that Volkswagen truck modded into the game. Like I said, somebody did it once, but it's been long since outdated. I'd like to see somebody do that again. Remod that Volkswagen truck into the game. There's been a lot, and I mean a lot, of modded trucks lately. You know, just as I decided to do a truck mod showcase, it's like they start coming out of the woodwork. And I'm not saying this because I decided I was going to do that. That's just how it is. I ain't that popular. Not by a million miles. But, yeah, it's like, damn, it's like I want to do a showcase and now I got to choose one out of all these. I've almost wanted to, like, do a showcase every day at this point. There's been so many. And kind of the hard part of me doing all this is I can't do the tandems, and there's been a ton of tandems coming out. Now, why can't I do the tandems? Because of the trailers. I could showcase the truck just fine, but I can't showcase the trailer. You know, and that's the whole point. The tandems are made to work with the trailer. But because I have trailer mods, that won't change. You know, those trailers probably won't show up where I need them to. And, you know, just to make matters worse, you know, and this is a personal preference, which is why I can't showcase these trucks. I don't want to turn my trailer mods off. Not in either profile, even though that's what my other profile is about, having very few mods. I don't want to turn my trailer mods off. I like the trailers that I have. You see how this is looking out here right now where I'm driving? Yeah, this is what it will... Glad nothing was coming up beside me, although that wouldn't have been so bad if something was. This is about what it looks like outside my house right now. It's about 4:30. Yeah, this is about what it looks like outside my house. Extremely foggy, drizzly, rainy, and cold. I'd kill for a new blanket right about now. Yeah, I've already gone over a couple times about how people say, well, you live in Hawaii, how cold can it be? Well, go watch my previous video and you'll hear me explain exactly why it feels cold. I can sum it up in 2 words for anyone else who may have already seen it. It's acclimation and elevation. I really got to sit down and go through my mods and make sure that there's nothing that I'm like not using. I've like had in there for a long time just because it's been in there. I really want to do that. Damn it, car. Why are you so fast? The silly part is we still got enough momentum to pass the bus. Well, there's an outside chance that we could finish this run in this video, but I don't think so. I'm just not building up enough speed to do it. You know, my engine's not strong enough, even though it's only 32 tons. I saw a mod today, and it was all these trailers and then trucks in traffic and this and that, and I was looking at it, and this guy, I released this mod, and it's like, and I took a closer look at it, and I was going to say something, but I went into the comments, and I didn't have to. Plenty of people had said it. All the guy did was take a bunch of mods that Jazzy Cat made and put them together into a single mod and released them under his own name without giving any credit to Jazzy Cat at all. Man, I don't know why you do that, and I don't know why you think people wouldn't realize it. Jazzy Cat's probably one of the most popular and most recognized modders on the site that I go to. And I don't know why you'd think people wouldn't recognize his mods, and that you just repackaged them into a single mod and said, here, this is mine. You know, it's kind of like, it's a little bit like Reddit, I guess. I saw this whole comment on Reddit. Somebody makes a post, they post it up, and they go, here, and they're talking to somebody else, and they go, here, I made this. And then the person that they hand it to looks at it and goes, "You made this?" And they go, "Yep, I made this." And then the person that they hand it to goes, "Yeah, you made this." And then that person that made it walks away, and the person that they gave the item to is standing there going, "I made this." You know, just doesn't seem right to me. I don't understand why people do it. I mean, I can understand if you're trying to be helpful, and what you were trying to do is make it so you could download all of Jazzy Cat's mods into at one time rather than have him going and search for them all. But the fact that he did this without giving any credit to Jazzy Cat and kind of made it look like he created the mod. Not kind of, really, he did. He made it look like he created the mod. That's just stupid. Yeah, I know, I see the bright reds. That's the missing texture, the mud flap texture for the trailers. I don't know what happened there. It's just a fact of the game. I deal with it because I'd rather have that than not have the trailers. It's got to be something else messing with the mud flaps. It's got to be another mod I have, because even after swapping out the trailer mods, it's still like that. So it's got to be something I have messing with the mud flaps. So that's why I want to go through and take a look at what I have and see what I'm actually using versus whoa. Shh. If I paid attention to the GPS a little bit more, I'd actually see things like that coming. We have 27 hours to make this delivery. I'm considering stopping at 400 kilometers, around 400 kilometers, just so that the next video won't be like 10 minutes. There's just something about these night drives. They're like calming and quiet. I just really enjoy them. Definitely not as chatty today as I was yesterday, that's for sure. Oops. We actually get to lock in the cruise control for a little bit. I haven't been able to do that in a while. Yeah, I forgot to mention, I haven't called my ISP, because they said it'd be 2 weeks, but I actually got my upload speed back. So that's really cool. My download speed is normal most of the time, but it still fluctuates wildly. So they're still having a bottleneck issue when it comes to the download speed, it seems. Especially during prime times and evenings on the weekend, I notice a severe slowdown in the download speed. And then once it gets later in the evening, it eases off and I get the full download speed back. So... And I kind of all tie it to YouTube. I'll be watching YouTube and I'll click a video to 720 and it'll stutter play. It'll play for a little bit, stop, play for a little bit, stop. Then I know that it's, peak time. and that everything's bottlenecking. But I'm content right now. Let's be straight with you. I'm pretty content. I can live with it until they fix it, because my upload speed is the most important thing to me. You know, I can sit here and pray that someday they'll put fiber optic in here and I'll get maybe my full 3, but until then, I'm happy with what I have. It's stable. It's and it's reasonable speed for me. And as I said before, it's not everything I want, but it's everything I need. And the fact that at least the phone portion of it starting in April is going to be paid for is a huge bonus. So I can't complain too much. Wow, you're going slow. So slow I actually had to brake my... Well, I probably wouldn't have mattered with this hill. Back to cruise control. Man, this is so nice being able to cruise control. But yeah, I see it. I see the off-ramp switch coming. That's annoying. But I'm probably going to stop this run soon. The next rest stop. And then I'll finish it up in the next video. And I'm going to have to slow down, aren't I? Whoa. You see, I don't get the traffic logic in this game. Were I an AI vehicle coming along, that truck wouldn't have moved. Yeah, it wouldn't have moved an inch. Ooh. I screwed this corner up. That's not his fault. But I can still make it. Man, I'm screwing up the corners this time, man. That's not fun. I mean, haven't had anything bad happen from it, but I've still screwed up the corners. Man, I want to haul that. At least I didn't have to come to a full stop. Livestock trailer. I haven't been able to haul that yet. At least that version of it. I had a livestock trailer modded in the game at one point, and I hauled it a few times, but I haven't got to haul that particular version. Well, now I'm being passed by my favorite bus again. At least it can do that right. Well, I haven't found the rest stop yet. I don't know. At the rate we're going, I might make a run for the... probably not. Wow, that's like out there. I gotta go through all of this to drop off there, then I have to come all the way back to get to the town. That's mildly annoying. Looks like we got a sharp corner up ahead. Not too bad. Slowing down definitely helped. And no doubt about that. I really do kind of enjoy the back road driving in many ways, but the reality is I like to cruise on the highway more. No, that corner's too sharp up ahead. Yeah, see? That would not have worked out. Yeah, I don't think I have enough stamina to make the other 350 miles. Kilometers, I'm sorry. And there is a difference, which is why I try and keep it accurate. 350 miles would be a lot further. Well, this is a rest point, so I am going to use it. Oops. That's alright. We're all good. And I might as well fuel up while I'm here. That's a little on the bright side for the light, isn't it? And look at the difference. $1.39 a gallon, man. Versus I was paying 61 cents. Or a liter, rather. As I bump the fence again. Yeah, can we reverse off the fence? Thank you. Alright. Lights off. Brake, engine. Rest it up because we can. And we're done. I know that I could have pushed it further, but I think if I did, I'd had the rest like really, really close to the spot, which would have made for a short video. Plus, I've already bypassed resting after the ferry, so it's been long enough, I think. So that's going to be me done for this episode, folks. I hope you've enjoyed watching this as much as I've enjoyed bringing it to you. Until next time, if you could leave a comment, rate, and or subscribe down below, that would be fabulously awesome. But until then, this is going to be one big bugger. I'm going to be signing out, and I'll catch you on the road.